Beautiful shades of creative from all around the world. Welcome to day 5 of our 5-day challenge, Launch Your Brand Online. And it was massive, I must say. Thank you all for joining. Those of you who have not downloaded the workbook yet, download the workbook from the page or the event discussion. Or if you need, you can let me know in the comment section that you need your workbook and I will send you the link. Today we have a big announcement coming up. So invite your friends who would like to join. And yesterday I gave you a homework that whatever you have learned from our session, you needed to go live, and congratulations, Selfie. It was a brilliant live that you did. I love you for that. And those of you who are willing to move forward with me on this journey, you need to join excuse me for that. You need to join 50 Shades of Creative group, where I will give you personalized guidance with starting your brand online. So I think everything is okay. And if you notice, we are in a magic hour right now. That is 5:55. 5 p.m. here in Bangladesh, and May 5, that is the 5th day of the 5th month. For those of you who are interested in numerology, you will find this fascinating. I do. If someone is joining, let me know that you can see me clearly and you can hear me clearly. Okay, today is about beginning our journey. Our day 1 and day 2 was about finding ourselves. What is our current situation? What is it that we want? Is it our own choice, or are these the choices that we have carried along with our life from outer sources? Things that have been taught to us, things that have been trained to us by outer sources often give us enormous limitations that we didn't choose for ourselves, but we were trained that way, we were programmed that way, we were conditioned that way. And our identity, our behavior, our attitude, everything was evolving around that circle of limitations, around that set of attributes, that set of knowledge that we have learned from the outer sources, from our parents, from our teachers, from our society, from our bosses, from our friends, and we have acquired that knowledge. And we, at some point, find ourselves limited. I think someone is joining. I cannot see your name. Give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me clearly and if you can see me clearly, give me a thumbs up. And today is our final day. Toward the end of this session, I will give you a big, massive announcement, and I will give you a massive surprise. And I must tell that this program that I'm going to launch is not for the ones who are willing to earn money overnight. If you are thinking that you are going to sell your service or your product and you want to start right away and you want to be a billionaire overnight, this course is not for you. And I won't say that this is not possible, because for some it may be possible, but there will be an immense investment. However, those overnight success is hard to carry on, is hard to keep up, because now the era we belong to, I am not talking about the emergency situation now, I am talking about the era we are living in. It is impossible to do an instant sell without building a relationship with the audience, without socializing with the audience. That being said, I would say, without considering your clients as your friends and your asset, you cannot move forward. If you follow marketing masters like Seth Godin and those branding masters, business masters, those mentors who are changing the history of business, the history of economy, and the history of entrepreneurship, leadership, all of them will tell you this one thing: marketing is all about relationship. Marketing is all about telling stories. Marketing is not about sales anymore. And this is about serving others. How are you helping others? Even if you are selling a toothbrush, you are helping them with their health and hygiene. Even if you are selling a comb, you are helping them with their health and hygiene. Whatever you are selling, that has to serve a purpose. Without that, it will be impossible to keep up with your audience, to keep up your brand that I am going to talk about. A brand is a person. It's not a separate, invisible deity that nobody can see. They just see the name and they buy. It doesn't work like that. A brand is a person. So I think we are all set. And today, as you can see in your workbook, it's about let the journey begin. And for the past 4 days, we have found out what is our identity, what is our current situation, where do we intend to see ourselves in next 5 years or in near future or in the future. And let me tell you, if you play your cards right, your future can be very close. The thing that you are wishing, that you are willing to achieve in 5 years, that can happen very soon and sooner if you are playing your cards right. And how do you play your cards right? You need a mentor. Like I said before, in 50 Shades of Creative, I want to make things easier for you, simpler for you, and to make sure that you don't make the mistakes I did. And I have been making mistakes for 10 years, for a decade. And when did it start to change? When did I stop? Once I approached the right mentor. And when the student is ready, the mentor appears. I was knocking door to door for answers, and I was knocking door to door for a quick solution or a tip or a trick that will help you move forward. I was knocking on all the wrong doors. And then I found the right mentors who gave me the appropriate guideline that do not cross this line, stay inside this template, and things will just go as you wish. And it happened. Hannah, hi sweetheart. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much. A beautiful woman and a wonderful yoga trainer and very inspiring woman. She is here with us, a beautiful shade of creative. Thank you for joining. Okay, so once I found the mentors and once I found there is a template for success. Success is not all wild, like you take the move and then something will happen. You kiss a frog and it turns into a prince and showers you with money. It doesn't work like that. Success has a template. And how do you know that template? Once you move along with your mentor, once you follow the ones who have crossed your path, who are aware of your journey, who knows how many failures can there be and how you can fail, and who have that right amount of experience to guide you through your journey. When you teach a child to walk, you don't just throw them in the air and tell them that you should walk now, or you don't leave them on an empty road, on an empty path to say that, yeah, just keep putting on your legs and you will walk. You hold them because you know how much support it takes for a child to walk. You hold them up. You let them know that your legs are the organs that you put pressure on, and you help them take their steps. Sometimes parents carry their babies on their feet just to let them know that this is how the steps go. And eventually a child learns walking. A mentorship is exactly the same thing. Once you are walking the path that you don't know what is coming ahead, a path that you are not acquainted with, you find a mentor who has walked through that path and who knows what the destination is. Even when you say it, they know what are the steps that are for you, and how is it that you move forward. Only then you can succeed. And success leaves footsteps. This is a very famous. If all of you are familiar with it, that success leaves traces, leaves trails. Once you follow that trail, you will soon be there where you want to be. The only thing you need to do is to decide. The only thing that is up to you is to decide that are you going to take this preconditioned journey with you forever and just be willing that, yeah, once all of it is done, I will be there. Once all the responsibilities are over, I will have that time to myself, to enjoy myself, or to serve others, and then I will help others. It doesn't work like that. Time is short, very short. It's shorter than any of us can imagine. Even though when we look back, it seems like forever, time is very short. And why I am telling you all this? Because now is the time, high time, we realize that our existence, if doesn't appear online through the internet, then we do not exist at all. If your business doesn't appear online, your business doesn't exist at all. So to exist in this world 100%, you need to be online. That can be through your own self, that is called personal branding, or you can have a group of people with the same goal, with the same vision, and you will be serving in the same way, the same group of people, and that will be a brand, that will be a different setup, and that will be an entrepreneurship and a different brand. So it all comes down to one point: what do you want? What do you decide? And then you need to pick a certain group of people that you want to serve. You cannot serve everyone. It is not possible for you to serve everyone. And yes, one time, even that was, I guess, almost 12 years, 10 years ago, I had this wish that everyone I come across, I will help them somehow. Because through all the motivational books, back then Facebook wasn't this famous. And back then, there was not so many motivational quotes available on Google. Even Google didn't have this many resources back then. So from all the books that I have read and all the movies that I have watched and all the people that inspired me, I was motivated that I will help everyone that I can encounter. And the result was disastrous, because you cannot help everyone. Whom you can help are the people you know will need this service, the journey that you have moved along, the journey that you have crossed. You know what they go through. You can help them. Only when they are willing to receive your help. What can you do then? Will you go, knocking door to door that I will help you, I will help you. And every time they come up with something, yes, we will do this, yes, we will do this. Or yes, I will take you there, I will get you there. This is not how it works. That person needs to be in that mindset where they will receive your help, where they will ask you for help. And they want your service. They want to move forward. They want the journey that you have crossed to be their own. And they want to move along your path. And these are the people you help. So how do you know who are willing to have your service and who are not? You just start giving. Go online and start giving away whatever you have to give, and your services, your products, your knowledge, your motivation, your mistakes. Keep sharing and build your tribe. The people who think alike, they will come with you and they will join you. And now I have a tribe. Now I have my own community because we think alike. And I help them, they help me. It's like we are thinking the same way, we are aligned, and we are right when I need something, and they know exactly what I may be needing at that point. And it happens vice versa. Like I know exactly at what point someone else might be needing my help, because I know what that journey is like and what are the troubles that can appear. And when did it start? When I started communicating, when I started going online, when I started sharing my knowledge, my experience, and the people who were like-minded, who knew that this could be helpful and who had the same vision of helping others, they came along my way. And now this community is helping me move forward without even trying. This is very important. If you are willing to start, you need to know that with the right set of people, you get better every day without even trying. This is the definition of community. This is the definition of like-minded people. They help you without even textbook help. They just be with you and you get better. And this can happen in workplaces as well. If you are stuck in a job, you need to know why you are stuck. If you are feeling stuck because you can do more, but you also need this salary, that's okay. You can do more, by the way, alongside your job. You can make money while you sleep. But how do you start? You start with a brand. And I am here to guide you through that journey. I am here to get you started. Business is a long process, and it will keep evolving every day, forever and ever and ever. But how do you start? I will give you that you know, that startup gear, where you just get started and things will move forward and things will be rolling. It's not like you have to try hard. Things will be rolling along with you. Now, when I talk about brand, it can be confusing, because when I talk about brand, you can think of Gucci, you can think of Nike, you think of Apple, Microsoft, you can think of Coca-Cola. So are these brands? These are, of course, brands. But when I tell you about Seth Godin, he is a brand. When I tell you about Oscar Wilde, he was a brand. When I tell you about Jennifer Lopez, she is a brand. So every personality that motivates you, they are a personal brand. They are a brand. So you can be a brand too. You can do it alone. You can do it with a group of people. What you do online is through your brand. Now, let me give you an easy example, and it will be very easy for you to relate. Think in terms of a person. You don't know a person. Let's say I am talking about my friend named Ralph. You will ask the first thing, who is Ralph? Ralph is my friend. He is a digital marketing expert. Okay. The next thing, how does he look like? He looks like he is brown and he has big curly hairs and he has peach black eyes. He's handsome, he's athletic, he's tall, and yeah. Okay, what does he like? He likes sports. Apart from digital marketing, he likes sports. And how is he? He's a very friendly person. He's sometimes too friendly, but sometimes he can be a bit rigid. I mean, you have to know him well to know about all his personality. But with me, he's very friendly. With strangers, he can be strict sometimes. Okay, what is his best quality? And how does he communicate with people? He communicates with people in a friendly way. You can find him in that book club, or you can find him in that cafeteria. You can find him in this music club, or you can also find him in these digital marketing courses and in his office. There you can find him. Okay, and what is the best thing about him? Well, the best thing about him is he's very friendly. I love him because whenever I need help with my marketing, with my programming, he's always there. So that is my friend Ralph. Ralph is a brand. Now, let's think in terms of brand. Your brand may be yourself, that is personal branding. Let's say your name is ABCD. You can be one person or you can have a group of people. Your name is ABCD, I'm telling you. And what I said about what they look like, that is your logo. That is brand logo. And when I say Nike, you think about that tick mark. When I say Adidas, you think about those bars. When I say Coca-Cola, you think about that calligraphic logo. When I say Jennifer Lopez, you think about her face. So, since she's not branding, she's a personality. When you are branding, you will need to have a logo. That can be with your own name, and that can be with another name, a term, and I will help you, if you let me, with how to find a brand name. But that is the logo. When you say, what does he look like, or what does she look like, and what does your brand look like, that is your logo. What does he wear? And when I said he's dark, tall, handsome, and he's brown, he has crazy curly hairs, he's athletic. When the appearance of a brand is concerned, that is your design. What colors do you use? How do you use? Is it cheerful? Is it peaceful? Is it playful? Is it very funky? Excuse me. So that is the appearance of your brand. It is in terms of design. The appearance of your brand is defined through your design. What colors do you use? Like I said, my friend Ralph is brown. So the prime color of your brand, there has to be one tone. That should be your brand color. And when I say peach black eyes, that is a secondary tone you need for your brand. And that should be in your design palette. Not always in your logo, like it can be Pungurali. This one is a brilliant designer and you joined us right in time, I must say, because I was just talking about the brand appearance. And when I say that my friend Ralph, he has pitch black eyes and crazy curl hairs and he's brown. So that is one prime tone for your brand, a secondary tone for your brand, and another attribute of your brand palette and design. That is your brand appearance. ABCD, that is your brand logo. Brand face is brand logo. And what is it? What does ABCD look like? That is your design palette, the colors, the attitude of your design. That can be playful, that can be cheerful, that can be funky, that can be cool, that can be sophisticated, minimalistic. There are thousands of types of appearance you can pick. Then it comes, how is he? How does he communicate? Well, he is friendly. That is your brand communication. This is how you communicate. And you can be very motivating. That is your tone. Based on your audience, this will be your tone. So Ralph is very friendly. He will help anyone, absolutely. Sometimes he is very strict. So that sometimes he is very strict is your brand guidelines. There are some guidelines you never cross. And these are called ground rules. Your brand ground rules. Those apply for both your design and your text, your speech, your script. It applies to everywhere. Those are ground rules and guidelines. Otherwise, Ralph is a very friendly person, a very helping person. That is your brand persona. Your brand can be very sophisticated, can be very artistic. It can be very casual, can be very funky. You give your brand a personality through your design and your content. That is your text, your video scripts, and everything based on those ground rules. And where to find Ralph? Like I said, you can find him in the book club, you can find him in the music club. Sometimes he hangs out in that cafeteria, and of course this digital marketing courses, his office is there. This is called brand positioning in terms of brand. Where will your brand appear? Of course, online. And then, okay, Punkurali says, so nice to see someone speaking the color language is something I love. Yes, I love you too. I love colors too, of course. Thank you for loving this. And yeah, what I was saying, brand positioning, this is where you communicate. Of course, through online you communicate. You position yourself through online. And what are the platforms? Like the book club, the cafeteria, the music club, and his office. So that office is your prime website or your prime web page. And yesterday I told you, you don't need to invest money. I mean, you need to. It is best that you can. But if you cannot, you can go straight, like sites.google.com. You can build a free web page for your brand. And there, like, what do you expect when you find someone? You ask them, what do you do? Why do you do? And what is your experience? What have you done? Who are your friends? That is your about us, your contact, your mission, your vision, your clientele. All these should be in your web page. And this is a must. Don't take it as an option. You must have a web page where every single part of your experience and your brand should be written with the tone. Then comes our, what kind of person he is. Are we still connected? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, so we are still on. I was scared for a moment because I thought I saw the light beeping. I thought my connection was losing. Okay, so when I say that Ralph is a very friendly person, he is very warm and kind, and he is helping person, that is brand persona. Brand personality is the core values that you are giving people. The core values may be ethical. You are teaching people about ethics and morality. Your core values can be being friendly and serving the world. Your core values may be health related. Your core values may be wealth related, maybe relationship related, as well as it can be simple plain entertainment. Because let me tell you, there are 5 basic pillars of business: food, health, attire, education, housing, And there is one more thing that is not a basic right, but that is inevitable now, that is communication, commute, and entertainment. Recreation is a basic right. So these 7 pillars, your brand, any brand, is based on these 7 pillars. And these 7 pillars, they never go out of business. If anything is out of these pillars, then it will be difficult for you to keep up. And now, at this time, we are already out of communication. So we know how inevitable it is. So any business, practically the thing is not that difficult. Any business can be evolved around these 7 pillars. So your core value will be the message of your brand. That is how you help others, how your brand is helping others, how your brand is serving others, how your brand is raising awareness in case if you are working for a charity. Let's say I work for animal welfare and they are not selling me anything. If I give them money, I don't get anything in return except for a sense of fulfillment, a sense of accomplishment. If you are raising fund, you also need to have a brand, because I didn't know that there was a group of people who had the same purpose in life until I found that brand. So if you are raising awareness, if you are working for a charity, you still need a brand. And then your core values will be serving others unconditionally, will be making this world a better place, making yourself a better person, giving them unconditionally so they can experience a good life or anything, Mother Nature, planet Earth. If you are interested in horoscope, then your core values will be energetic, will be in terms of energy, will be in terms of alignment with the universe, the stars, the moons. They are bigger than the universe. They are bigger than this world. They are bigger than our life. And they guide us. Horoscope, zodiac, what do they say? They say, know this, and you can prepare your life accordingly. It's not about, knowing your future, although most of the people are very much interested in knowing their future. And can you tell me my past? I mean, come on, if someone can tell you your past, what is it? Like, you trust them. If someone cannot tell your past, you don't trust them. Nobody is allowed, nobody is supposed to know about your past more than you. So stop asking that question. This is a personal message I just said. If you are interested in astrology, why? Because it's all about mathematics, it's all about metaphysics, it's all about alignment, and that's miracle. So you need to spread this core value of connecting with the entire universe in terms of numbers, in terms of energy, in terms of planetary movements. This will be your core value. So absolutely whatever you do, it can be entertainment, like music. Music is how feelings sound like. So your core value will be your passion for music. That is your brand persona. Like, how is my friend Ralph? I told you, this is how is your brand. That is your brand persona, and that is your core values. Then, how does he help? Let's say you are asking me that your friend Ralph, I heard, he's a digital marketing expert. So how does he work actually? And I will tell you that you need to communicate with him. And if you are willing to develop a website, and if you are willing to spread your business through social media, he will help you. And this question is, how does the brand served? At the beginning, like I told you, your brand can be ABCD. The question will be, how is ABCD working? How does ABCD serve? ABCD serves people with their health or with their wealth, with teaching them business, with selling them beauty products, with selling them health products. They are helping them with fashion, with attire, with comfort, and keeping up with the current trend that can be more casual, that can be either casual or classic, or can be very fashionable. That is up to you. So when I ask, how does ABCD work? That is, how is your brand serving people? Through selling your products, or through teaching, through guiding, through personal mentorship, through providing a service, through an agency. That is, again, your brand. So that is the works that will your brand do. Next, and for those of you who are joining, I would like you to write down what I am what you understand in the comment section to hammer this knowledge and nail it to your brain so you understand. Next time when somebody talks about brand, so you don't get bewildered about brand. Coca-Cola is a brand, Gucci is a brand. I mean, how can I be a brand? Everything that it has a personality is a brand. Everyone who has a personality and is doing a business through it is a brand. So next time when you hear about brand, think in terms of a person. And next, and that is very important, how popular is Ralph? And if I say, oh, Ralph is very popular, or Ralph is very introvert, well, he doesn't talk to people much. Your brand popularity is your brand awareness. Write it down in the comment section. Brand awareness is brand popularity. And that is exactly like a person popularity. And we all went to school and colleges. There was one person always who was always more popular than others. That can be a guy, that can be a girl, that can be a group of friends who were always most popular, who were always more popular than anyone else. And like head turner, everyone would look at them, everyone would talk about them. Your brand should be and has to reach that popularity phase. Yes, any brand has a personality. Your brand has a face and your brand has a personality. Brand awareness is your brand's popularity. And how does popularity grow? It doesn't grow one day and it isn't built in one day. So once you start going online, yourself or through your brand, once you start posting online, you start communicating with people, you start spreading your message, you start telling people what is it that you do, how is it that you serve people, how is it that you connect with people, do you even know the people you serve? If you are going through this problem, contact with us. You will see it in offline, in newspapers, in very vintage newspapers. This is how they used to post ads. Need a house? Contact us. Excuse me. So those who were looking for a house, they would contact that person and they would just, take a rent or buy a house. Your brand should be the same. You need to continuously keep building a relationship with someone else. It's like when you make friendship. It's not you just look at someone, oh yeah, we are besties. This is not how it works. You talk to them. Yeah, excellent. Yeah. When you want to make friendship and you just go to someone and tell them, guess what? I am your best friend from today. This is not how it works. You need to talk to them. You need to communicate with them. You need to build relationship with them day by day. You need to ask them what they're doing right now. You need to ask them, are they okay? Is everything in their is everything around them okay? Are their family okay? And sometimes they will tell you stories and you will need to listen to that stories. Excuse me. And this is how you know a person. Your brand is exactly the same. You tell about your brand and you ask your audience about themselves. How does that work? You ask them about what are the problems they face regarding, let's say, their teeth, their hair, their dress up, their get up, their relationship with their clients, their relationship with their colleagues, their relationship with their partners. If you are teaching math and if there are students, what is the most scariest part of mathematics for you? You ask them and let them answer. This is how you know what goes on their mind. This is how you build a relationship. And it's like playing chess. It's like any sport. Let's say cricket. You cannot only be batting. That is not cricket. You need someone for the bowling, someone at Punkurali, please help. I forgot the term. Wicket keeper. Yeah, I got it. So it works like that. It doesn't work like you will keep talking and people will come to you. You need to know what they want to know. Let's say you are a math teacher and you want to teach people math. That can be school students. Abby, thank you for joining, buddy. Our brilliant business coach. And she's starting her new session, by the way. For those of you who want to start business, communicate with her. and I am here to help you with your brand. So as I was saying, it's like any game. You need an opponent to keep the game going. You need a team to keep yourself going forward. And this is how it works. When you are building your brand, you never for sure know 100% how your brand is going to be or how is your brand going to look in front of people unless you don't communicate with people, unless you go online. So you take your brand online, you post through your social media about your brand, relevant to your brand, and I have told you before, that is brand communication, brand positioning, and brand persona. And you keep posting and asking people what they need. Let's say even if you are selling just a toothbrush, you ask them, are they happy with their toothbrush? Are they happy with their teeth? What exactly do they expect from a toothbrush? Or what are the problems they face regarding their tooth or regarding their teeth? Oftentimes, you will find things go exactly how you planned, and that is congratulations. Sometimes you will have to make a little bit tweaks to your marketing plan or your business plan. If you are starting, that can be just your entire branding plan. And don't be scared, I am here for you. Let's say you are thinking about selling a toothbrush that is, it curves 360 degrees. But you see, when you talk to people and when you ask them, they tell you about cavity, about reaching difficult points, and then you need to add some tweaks. That is 360 degree bends. This toothbrush bends 360 degree, so it reaches those points in your teeth that no other toothbrush can. So once you add that little tweak in your slogan, add that little tweak in your brand positioning, in your communication, you will see how people respond. And why does it work? Because everybody needs to be listened. Everybody loves to be listened. Once you follow your audience's questions, their inquiry, their answers, their problems, they feel important. And then they trust you. Have you ever talked to someone? I know you all have talked to millions of people in your life. So there are three types of people. One who just complains and complains and complains. Anything you tell them, anything you give them, they are never happy. They just start a next complaint. And many of you may be here, some of you here may be going through that phase, and I told you that start a complaint journal and see how things go. And you will find some changes, and those are your wins. Then be grateful for that. So there will be people who will give you complaints and complaints and complaints, and they will be nice, let's say, just to have someone, just to have a set of ears where they can pour out their complaints. And this is one kind of person. There is a next kind of person. They are not exactly complaining, but they are not exactly doing anything either. They are full of excuses. You tell them something, and no matter how much you try, they will give you an excuse. You motivate them, you help them, you even do some works for them so they can get started or they can solve their problems. They will find an excuse and just slip right out of it. That is one kind of people. There is one kind of people. They will talk to you, listen to you, and that is the best kind of communication you can have, where it's like playing basketball. Like you have the ball sometimes and you dribble and you just play with it, and then you pass it on to the next person, and that next person drips it and they place it, and then the ball moves around the court, and this is how a game is built. Those people are the best kind of people who can have the ball in their court, who have their own points, and then they communicate with you. When you have a brain like that, you come up with brilliant plans, and you imply those plans, and you move forward. This is the example that I just gave with basketball. This is the relationship you need to have with your customer, and this is how you communicate. This is your brand popularity. And when you ask your audience and they are just saying, there always will be some customers who will always be complaining. You don't count them. Even in your page, if you ask them, they will just, state some problems, or they will just, run out every time you find out a solution, or every time you talk about something useful, they will just run out. There will always be this kind of people. There will be one kind of people who will just complain about your services to others. Always there will be. And there will be this third kind of people who will listen to you and who will tell you their genuine problems. And to build a relationship with this group of people, and they are your target customer, by the way, you will target 500 people. And 50 among those people will be this kind. And they are your genuine customer. And you want to build a relationship with these 50 people. Once you hear them, you imply those knowledges, their experience, their needs in your brand. That is through your contents, that is text contents, how you describe your product or service, how you describe your brand, how you motivate them in terms of their problem. Then that is a solid relationship, and they start from friendship. It becomes, they're in love with you and they want to date you. It's like that. Like suddenly they have a new sparkle for you in their head and they will fall in love with you. And that is how you build that relationship, you position your brand. Then, brand popularity, it takes time. Like I told. Brand popularity, if you think you will just appear online or your brand will just appear online and the next day you will have 1K follower or 10K follower or you will break records, it is not possible. How does a brand popularity go? It grows like raising a child. I know you all know how parents raise their child. A child is born. You feed them, you just feed them. And they cannot walk, they cannot talk. Gradually, you teach them how to walk. Parents teach them how to talk. They pick up words from their parents. And you don't ask a child, what language do you prefer? Whatever they hear, they pick and they learn and they talk. And how long it takes for a child to talk. And then you teach them how to socialize, how to have a play date, how to befriend other children, how to make friends. And then you send them to school. This is how you should talk to your friends. This is how you should talk to your teachers. And this is what you should do when the break is over. Your brand is exactly like a child. And this is exactly how you raise your brand. You give them words, that is your tone. You give them look, what will they wear, how will they look, and that is your brand color, like I told you, brand appearance. And what will they say? That is the words, the ground rules, on the guidelines. You pick your audience tone. You pick the tone in both colors and the script and the speech and the text. You pick them. And then your brand talks. How will they befriend others? You listen, you take them to play dates. That is, you allow people to communicate with you. You ask them, hello, how are you doing? And then you ask problems to your audience and they talk to you. And then if you cannot ask the right question, sometimes they won't even respond. And I, for sure, know it more than anyone, I guess, that for a long time I had trouble with communication because I didn't know what question to ask. Since I already had a large amount of technical expertise, I would ask them, oh, do you like Photoshop or Illustrator? Turns out that person had no idea about graphic design at all. Or I would ask them, do you prefer, let's say, free size content, or do you prefer image content? Do you prefer text content or image content? Turns out that person didn't have an online business at all. So you need to learn how to ask questions, and that you have to do it by yourself, and I will be there to guide you through that. What questions do you ask, and what pillar is your business, your brand based on, and based on the service of your brand? How do you communicate with the people? And how do you build your audience tone, and how do you add a tweak without breaking the ground rules? So for those of you who are watching it in the replay, I want you to write the lessons down in the comment section. I want you to go live in 50 Shades of Creative group and share what you have learned, because the best way of learning is teaching. So let's come from number one. What is a brand? A brand is a personality through which you run your business. And that personality is not a human personality. If you are doing personal branding, that is, your face is the face of the brand. It is not about you. When you are doing a personal branding, It is also a business based on some services, based on some core values. So always think about brand in terms of a person. And let's just do a recap. Let me tell you, my best friend, his name is Adam. How does Adam look like? Adam is dark and he has crazy curly hair. Adam is tall. Hello, Nimra. She is a superstar who is motivating Sri Lanka. Thank you for joining, Nimra. Oh, and it was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. Okay. So when I tell you that, yeah, who is your best friend? My best friend is Adam. How does Adam look like? Adam is dark. He has crazy curly hairs. He has brown eyes and he has pearl white teeth and he has French cut beard. He is tall. He wears, most of the times he is in his casual attire, but he likes white t-shirt and blue denim. Yeah, and he is most of the times in casual attire. So Adam, what kind of person is he? He's a very friendly person. He's a very kind person, and he's always looking for adventure. And yeah, he's very friendly, very extrovert. And where can we find Adam? You can find him in that book club, in that music club. There is his office, and there is his brother lives there. Sometimes he goes there, and he shops from there. These are the places you can find Adam. And how is Adam helping others? Adam helps others with their business, with their how they can start their business and how they can advertise. Adam helps people with their advertisement and their business. Yeah, this is how. So what are the things that I told about Adam? Now let's think about a brand. Your brand may be XYZ. Let's say Nimwin, she's a brand. Abby has a brand that is not a personal brand, that is Impact Lifestyle Creators. And Nimwin, she is her own brand and she is doing personal branding. And then 50 Shades of Creative, it's not a personal branding because there will be a group of people and it's an academy. So think in terms of that. What is this ABCD brand? Oh, ABCD brand is, that is a brand for beverage. That works. And how does that look like? When I told about how does Adam look like, the face of your brand is the logo of your brand. And how does he look like? He is dark, he has brown eyes, he has crazy curly hairs, he has pearl white teeth, and he has a French beard. So that is when he's dark, that is one color. He has pearl white teeth, that is secondary color. He has brown eyes, that is third color. He has crazy curly hair, of course, that is black. So this is how you pick colors. And the face is your logo. And how does he look like? He is tall, handsome, and he is always in a casual wear. And that is his attire. That is your brand appearance. In terms of color, in terms of design, what does your brand look like? Is it casual? Like some color here, that can be a scatter design. Is it minimalistic? Is it sophisticated? Is it tech-friendly? Is it futuristic? Is it grunge? Is it vintage? There are thousands of types of brand appearances. Based on your business, you need to know how to pick your brand appearance. That is design. Then comes, what kind of person is Adam? Well, Adam is a very friendly person. So when in terms of brand, when I say what kind of brand is this, that is the core value of your brand. That is the core service you are selling. If you are selling beverage, oh, it is a refreshing beverage and it comes with mint flavor and it is very refreshing and it soothes you down, and sometimes it gives you energy if this is an energy drink, and sometimes if you are tired, this will give you some refreshment. So that is the core of your service, of your product that you are selling. That is what kind of brand it is. After you pick the buddy, thank you. After you pick what are you selling and what are you serving others, this is what you pick. What is the core thing that you are serving. I am serving entrepreneurs and solopreneurs with launching their brand online, with their brand, with beginning a brand. This is the core message of my training. So, whenever you have a brand, this is the core message, that is your brand persona. What kind of personality is your brand? Then comes where to find Adam. You can find him in the book club, you can find him in the music club. Yeah, sometimes he goes hiking, his brother lives there. So that is the appearances Adam makes. In terms of your brand, where can I find your brand? Of course, I must find your brand online. Otherwise, your brand don't exist. And how do I find you? Where is your house? Your house is the prime website, your web page. And if you have difficulty with web page, just go to sites.google.com and start your web page. You must have it. And then where else? On Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, every platform you need to be or you want to be on. That is where I can find you. You need to have an email address where they can communicate with you directly if there's any problem. Sometimes you can even give them your phone number. If you are a personal brand, then it is not wise to give away your phone number. But for branding, if you are working, I hope you guys can see me because it just got cloudy in here. Okay. So when I ask that where to find you, then you need to be on several platforms and precisely on Facebook because the world belongs to Facebook right now. And then how does Adam help people? Adam helps them with advertising and business. And how does your brand help people? Let's say some, they are motivating others, and some, they are helping people with their health, with their wealth, with their relationship. With their relationship, with their business. I am helping people with their brand. So this is how your brand serves others. And how popular is Adam? Everybody knows Adam. He's a very friendly person. Your brand popularity is your brand positioning. That is how often do you appear online? How much do you communicate with people? That is your brand positioning. And for your brand, being introvert is not an option. Your brand must never be introvert. It should always be online. But how? It is not possible for you to, be doing it every day within a guideline. I know by yourself, it is impossible. I am here to guide you through that journey. And I want you to write down everything you learned in the comment section. I want you to go live in 50 Shades of Creative group, share what you have learned. And now comes the big news. That is, for launching your brand in 5 weeks, the Brand Acceleration Program I am launching, that is 5 weeks Brand Acceleration Program. The program is worth $3,000. And for this challenge, for a limited time during this quarantine period, the price is, guess what? $997 only. So for those of you who are struggling with brand, and for these 5 days, I have given you clarity. I have asked you questions. And I know 5 days is never enough. You need 5 weeks, and some of you may need even more. For those of you who will be joining this course, you will get 1 year access to all my mentorship, all my resources, and all my lessons. So, those of you who are interested, comment below, I am interested, and I will book an interview call with you if you are eligible for this course. Because I told you, there are some kind of people, or there are some group of people, some certain mindset that my brand doesn't serve. So are you eligible for this course? Just comment below, I am interested. I will book a call with you, and I will send you the registration link once it's done. I will give you 1 year access, free access to all my mentorship, all my lessons, all my courses and resources. And the program will be 5 weeks long. And I will help you with finding a brand name, with a brand slogan, with your logo, with your brand design, with your audience tone, that is your text, your script, and your content planning. This will all be with my guidance. You don't have to do it alone. Which software do you use? Which program do you use? How do you start? Who will be your target audience? Because everybody can be helped by your service. What do you do then? I will help you with finding your laser clients, the ones that you find. So for 5 weeks, we will be going through every journey together and every hurdle together. And I will give you homeworks that you can do by yourself, and I will review everything. I will make sure that things are easier for you, simpler for you, and you don't make the mistakes I did. So for those of you who are interested in joining the Brand Acceleration Program for 5 weeks, comment below, I am interested. Share this message with your friends who you think needs help with launching their brand online. Then tag them. You can mention them in the comment section and book an interview call. You just type below, I am interested, and I will book a call with you. And you have to be eligible, by the way, for this course. And then we can get started. The price of this course is $997 only for this quarantine period, for this lockdown period. Once the lockdown is lifted, that is presumably from June, the price will go to $3,000. So you don't want to miss this chance. You just comment below, I am interested and I want to launch my brand online as soon as possible. And I am here to guide you through finding the name of your brand, finding the audience, giving your brand the personality, raising your brand from being an infant to a popular, from king or queen. I will guide you through this entire journey. For those of you who are not here watching it in the replay, I want you to go live in the 50 Shades of Creative group and share what you have learned and spread this message with everyone practically who are willing to launch their brand online and who could use your help. Maybe you can have some limitations right now that is very real. So you can help someone else who can do this, and that way you can keep this connection, and when the timing is right, you can join this course again. So any question you have regarding this program, ask me in the comment section. And you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Instagram, and of course, always be active in Facebook group and Facebook page. Turn on the notifications. That is from Facebook page. You can turn on the highlights or all the notifications. Don't turn it off. Follow this group, or you can set the priority. That is up to you. Turn on the notifications. Subscribe on YouTube. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss any update at all. And from today, I will be posting details about this course and who can register and why do you need this course. And I told you for past 5 days that it is overwhelming to go through this journey alone. Chances are you are about to make mistakes that I made, even more if you are looking for free courses and willing to do this alone. Things don't go like that. You need a mentor, and in 5 weeks you can launch what took me 10 years. So that is up to you. You can wait 10 years or you can launch your brand in 5 weeks. This is a brand acceleration course, and we will have guests, experts who will be teaching you with their expertise. So things are brilliant for you, not only easy, and things go magical. Our challenge has ended. That doesn't mean that we are breaking up. So we are in a lifetime commitment. I am in a lifetime commitment with you, and I am dedicated to your service at any time. Just post any question in the 50 Shades of Creative group or page. For a group, you will have to answer some questions and you will have to join. Just write down in the comment section, I am interested again for the brand acceleration course. Once you post your live, you will have to put it in the caption that day 5, let's begin the journey from 5-day challenge, and then I will approve. So once you put all these terms accordingly, I will definitely come back to you in just no time. This was a brilliant journey of this 5-day challenge, and I thank you all for joining. This was incredible for me, and I love you all, and I'm here always at your help. And yeah, I will see you very, very soon